kubor nakaslem jong unongsan hima.
Ki nongelam ka National People's Party hanigasngi habakren sekelat pathai kubor kilai kublai ki padba jung kilai teli ki constituency kata ka mauplang maurangkneng mat rajabala ki balai ke jingkirshan mat penjob ya ki kertong jong ka NPP na ki arteli ki constituency mat kirshan ya ukertong jong ki na mauplang constituency. Nakaliang President barangba ka National People's Party ukon raksang ma ulaong baki padba ki yoi ya ki kam ki ba sorkar MDA kale nakataka daw ki ay jingjob ya ki kertong jongki ulaong ru bahagini kisni yalam election ka Congress kala kanto ya ki sorkar da ki bomday bat upadba uay ke jubab ka basay da ka ba ka Congress ka remlut na baro lightly ki constituency habay day bergijing keno ka Congress ba ukonrat usa hadu siposngi haraja bala nakaliang gejong ulaong ba kumunong elam udon ka hok bantray na kabanca ukertong jongki ka Congress ru kala banle ya kata lada kidon kamon shu ulaong ba kejingjob jong kaseng na ki arteli ki constituency ka ay jingkermen yaki ba kidai bantray sitom shu hakini kisngi banwan haswa banpoy usnem arhajar arpulai.
I would at the very outset like to thank the people of all the three constituencies, especially Morangkneng and Rajabala, for having put their faith and trust in the National People's Party. And also would like to thank the voters of Mauplang who have also voted in large numbers for the National People's Party and have elected the candidate of one of the coalition partners in the government, the UDP, which is a direct mandate towards the government itself. So I would like to thank all the three constituencies. I would like to thank the workers and the leaders of all the political parties within the coalition of the MDA who have really worked tirelessly in the last 3-4 weeks for all the candidates. In fact, in Morangkneng, we were supported by the UDP, the PDF, the BJP, the HSPDP, and all the other coalition partners that supported us. So we like to thank them also for the support in Morangkneng. At the same time, I would like to also put on record that this by-election has been a very tough election for all of us. And the reason I say this is because these two seats that the NPP has won were seats that have been traditionally won by the opposition, or I should say the Congress. And in both the seats you have seen that in the previous elections the National People's Party used to come third or fourth in the rank. In fact, in 2013 the NPP managed to only get 450 votes in Rajabala constituency. In 2018 we got 4,800 votes, and in this election we have crossed 11,823 votes. So a jump of almost close to 7,000 votes was done in Rajabala, which is a huge task. It's almost more than double of what the votes we got in 2018. Similarly in Morangkneng also it was same. What I'm trying to indicate is the fight has been tough, and yet the people have put their trust. It's because of the agendas and the work of this government that the people have seen. The mandate, of course, is very clear that the people have voted against the Congress. And in the election campaign, we have also seen allegations within the Congress party of two groups being formed within the Congress, especially in Rajabala I'm talking about. There were allegations that leaders of the Congress party belonging to the Congress, youth leaders of the Congress, were actually working for the UDP candidate in the Hill area. And that created a lot of confusion within the Congress party. So there was a lot of division within the Congress, and clearly this division and the infighting that is there and the blame game that is happening has reflected in the results that have come out. And obviously it's not a very I should say it's a very bad result for them, and I'm sure that the party leadership will think about how to repair or how to move forward in this. But clearly, there's a clear indication, because as I was saying, I was in Rajabala, and I could see that Congress leaders were working for the UDP candidate in the Hill area. So there was a clear division within the Congress party in Rajabala, and I'm sure that similar things happened even in Morang Kaneng and Mopla constituency. Now about those details, about the numbers that are there, but ultimately in democracy it's a question of each constituency on how we do, and winning. Yeah, and winning is what matters. So therefore, the way the electoral politics for our democracy works is based on the number of MLAs that are there. And in those constituencies, as you've clearly seen, that it is the MDA components and the MDA parties that have won. That we are coalition partners who will always respect each other and work together towards the overall agenda of development of the state. Beyond that, when it comes to elections, we respect each other. And wherever the UTP has to contest and the NPP has to contest, we contest against each other. Sometimes we have to give speeches also against each other. But it's always with dignity and with respect. In terms of any kind of agenda, absolutely not. We have been fighting to ensure that our political parties are strengthened. We have been committed to our candidates. We have been committed to our party. So has UDP been committed. The Honorable Home Minister and the Honorable Speaker had gone multiple times to Rajabala. Yes, there have been a lot of allegations that have been made by a lot of the opposition parties. We did not speak much. If you remember in the election campaign also, I had said that we would like to work and play a politics of development, politics of progressive movement forward, election and a campaign of issues of the people, and that's how we have been doing it. And I'm happy that people have responded positively to our campaign, and we're very happy to see that today we have won, as a government, we have won all the 3 seats. Similarly, if you look at the entire Northeast also, in all the other Northeast states, the Congress has not been able to win a single seat in the Northeast. This again is a very, very strong indication of the kind of problems that the Congress is facing and how their future is getting more and more bleak as they move along. So therefore, this is a very positive mandate, and once again, we would like to thank the people of these 3 constituencies, our coalition partners, and all the workers who have worked very hard so that we were able to win these 3 constituencies. I say we because the MDA has won these 3 constituencies. So it's a fact. It's nothing that we are trying to make up a story out here. The meetings that have taken place within the Congress and also certain individuals meeting certain other leaders from different political parties is a clear indication that there is a problem. And what I told the voters was that, would you like to step into a bus where the driver also is not clear who the driver is, or if there is a driver or not, or you realize that you've jumped into the bus and suddenly the driver is missing. So therefore, one has to realize that when you are stepping into a bus, you better be sure who the driver is and make sure that the driver sticks. Whereas in the Congress, there's a chance that exodus might take place and some of the main drivers or helpers may actually leave. So would anybody would want to go into a bus? And that's really what the fact is. So let us see. I think we don't need to talk much. I think the important part is that people have reposed their faith in this government. There has been a lot of negativity by the opposition in terms of making very, very nasty comments, and the reply need not be given by us but by the public themselves. And therefore, in all the different allegations they have made, they have themselves mentioned that this election will show the mandate and the true color of this government, and that's what has come out. So therefore, we don't want to say much. The public has spoken and the public has given their mandate. And once again, as the NPP, we would like to thank the people of the 3 constituencies for having reposed their faith and trust on the government. Thank you. See, elections are still a year away. One cannot predict what will happen in 2023 today. But these are indications that people are responding to the work that we are doing. That is the only thing which we can say. But obviously, as a government, we cannot just take things easy. We have to now work harder than before. As a political party, we need to work even harder and ensure that we are able to organize ourselves. So therefore, yes, it's been a very positive mandate, but it does not mean that we can be complacent. It does not mean that we can be overconfident. We need to work, we need to continue working, and that is the message that we would like to give the party workers and leaders and the state as a whole. That yes, we are thankful for the mandate that the people have given us, but it also means that we should now work, as our Deputy CM has said, we should now work even harder for the coming elections. There were occasions when we were having meetings across villages next to each other. So this is the nature of democracy. But then when it comes to coalition, we've always worked together and we're committed to the coalition. And therefore there was no such understanding, and we were all committed to our own candidates and our own political parties. Number one, I was not there 10 days, I was there for 7 days and nights. Second thing, I am also the president of the party. And as a political party, we will have to work to ensure that our candidate wins. So there is nothing wrong in the party leadership and the leaders campaigning and camping in the location. The Congress was also free. The Congress president also, if he wanted, he could have gone and camped there. There's nothing to stop him. Other leaders from other political parties could have also camped there. It's a democracy, everybody has their right, and I exercise my right to ensure that I station there and campaign. So that's part of the responsibility as a party president and leader to ensure that I give my 100%, and that's what I did. We are very clear. We are committed to our coalition partners. We are not the kind of political party that is an opportunist or just simply looks at using and throwing people. That's not the principle that we follow. If there is any adjustment within the system and all discussions will be made with our party and with the coalition partners. So it will not be just simply just because we have won these 2 seats that we will just simply tomorrow get up in the morning and say that we don't need our other coalition partners. That's not the kind of politics we believe in. But obviously, if there's anything to be discussed, then obviously we'll discuss with everybody and take a decision further. But no, we are not here to use and throw.
So what role you are looking at to be given to them when you...
We will see. Let them at least take oath first. As I said, today is just they're just one, so let them also settle down. Let them meet their people. Let them take oath, and we'll sit down and we'll move further. There's a lot of work to be done. We have, as mentioned, we have lost a week, 10 days in the campaign. So we'll try to make up those few days by putting an extra effort in the secretariat.
I'd like to thank the voters of Rajabala and Maurakening for giving us this wonderful victory. And also Mawphlang, whatever may be, we lose the election, but even then this is a beginning. But with 5,000 plus, I really would like to thank the people of Mawphlang. This is some press people. Even during the course of the campaign, I was campaigning. We told the people of 3 years we are in government, what we have done. And I told the people that at least I expect from the Congress, being 30 years more they have been ruling the state, they should come up with what they have done to the state. But instead, they are going for a negative campaign. And this negative campaign brought them nowhere. And the result is very clear today. And if they still stick to their negative, why I say negative? Because you see, in today's world, which is the 21st century, people are no longer, I will say they should not feel that we are stupid. We know what happened, what is going on. Whatever they say, they have no proof. I will say that it is only lies. So that's why today's result, the people is very clear. They don't want negative message. What they want is what you are doing for them.